Good evening. Thank you for having me over tonight. I've been asked to talk a little bit about what happens after approval of the project by voters. So as Doug had talked, we so far have done what's called the schematic design phase, which is kind of a collaboration of everyone's thoughts about what should be in the library, and the architects have generated some floor plans and elevations, and based on our past experience, and we've been fortunate enough to be involved in quite a few library projects over the last 20 years, that we develop a kind of a square foot budget based on prior experience and looking at the site and the floor plans and elevations. The schematic design plans do not have a lot of technical information yet. We don't know how much rebar goes into the footings yet. We don't know, what the engineer is going to say for steel size and things like that. We don't know the mechanical systems intricacies yet. But based on our past experience, that's how we start developing the budget. And the initial goal during the schematic phase is to give our clients an idea of what they have to do for fundraising and for bond appropriations. Frequently, when we go through the later processes, our estimates will be lower. But we're trying to project potential construction industry increases and all the things that happen in the construction world. And I've been at this for almost 35 years. And it's a very volatile industry. And so we try to make sure that we don't create any difficulties for the communities by estimating too low. So what we're hoping to begin after March is what we call the design development phase. This usually goes 2 to 3 months, and at that point, the architects, their engineering consultants, the building committee, and ourselves work together, to try to develop a complete set of plans and specifications, and everyone is contributing their area of expertise in this collaboration. And we've been tasked with the goal of trying to provide the most energy efficient and economical project that we can for the community, and obviously to keep it within the funding available. During this whole process, over the next 3 months, we will continue to do budget updates and provide them to every team member so that we're all aware of where we're going with pricing and with the design. Now, we're using kind of a hybrid construction delivery system. Initially, we started out as design builders, and I'm very much in favor of what's called construction management. We prefer to do that, and the nice thing about construction management is it's very transparent. And so we offered to the building committee early on that we'd like to kind of convert into construction management format, in that we will open all of the books and they will be privy to every piece of information, every price that we collect. So they agreed, and so we will go after plans are completely developed and approved by the committee into what we call the bidding phase. And in the bidding process, we want to make sure that we get as many bids from qualified suppliers and subcontractors as possible. This is one of the main ways that we're able to bring prices down. Bowen is what we call a pure construction management firm. We have no site, concrete, carpentry division, so everything that we do is done by subcontractors other than supervision and project management. That gives us pretty much unfettered access to all the state's suppliers and subcontractors, because we don't compete with any of them in any type of construction areas. During the bidding process, we utilize a number of different methods to get pricing. The first things we always ask is from the building committee of the town we're working in is, please provide us with all the names of companies that are local that you think would like to participate. And then we personally contact every one of them and invite them to submit bids. This has been an effective technique. I remember in Plastow, there was a company, site work contractor. He bid $100,000 less than every other company. And I asked him, I said, you realize how low you are? He says, yes, but this is my town, and I want to be a part of this project. So it really pays off to offer opportunities to local companies to participate. So we start with that, and then we have a very extensive list of subcontractors and suppliers, and we send out solicitations to them via email, and for the old-fashioned guys via fax and telephone call. And you know, we really strive to get 5 or 6 bids in on every category in the project. And the last thing we do is we'll advertise in the local construction news organizations like Dodge Reports, Construction Summary. And this is a twofold advantage. It gets the word out even farther than all of our listings. And it also gives opportunities for people to have access to plans and specifications in their plan rooms. After all the bids are received, you know, we tabulate them, put them into lists, make sure that they are per plans and specs, and then we'll sit down with the building committee and make recommendations on whether the low bidders are the appropriate people. But ultimately, the building committee gets to choose the cast of characters that will build the library. And again, there's a huge advantage, in our opinion, to having companies that you're familiar with, that, you know, if you have an electrical problem in the middle of the night and you need your electrician to be there, having somebody you've used in the past is a huge advantage. So, you know, we'll make the recommendations, but they will definitely have the final say. So at the end of that process, we'll take all the final bidders and supplier numbers and put them into a schedule of values, and that's what forms the guaranteed maximum price. And that is how we'll ultimately, you know, reach the final construction cost of the project. And every month we review that with the building committee when we do our requisitions. So we like this process because it's very much allows the owner to be involved with every part of it. There's tremendous opportunities to get costs down because it is openly bid to all who are qualified. And you know, hopefully at the end of this all, we'll be able to get the town of Durham the best possible value for their dollar. And you know, we can't tell you what that's going to be yet because we're still in the schematic design phase. But you know, I've had the privilege of working with a lot of library committees, and I think you have an excellent one here that have given us great ideas and great insight, and I'm looking forward to hopefully getting to do the project this year for you. Thank you.